Hi everybody, welcome back to the Dahlia Society. My name's Kristen and today I'm going to show you some more fabric that I've just purchased and some great new patterns as well, so hope you enjoy. Well, as you can see, I'm still enjoying this nice sunny warm weather. We have had some really rainy days as well, and of course being typical Melbourne weather, you have your ups and your downs. But I'm really trying to make the most of being outside in this sunshine because it won't last forever. Being out in the garden is a form of therapy, and I know everyone's finding it a little bit hard at the moment with isolating, especially with their families. If you've got a crowd at home, or even if you're on your own and you're finding it a bit depressing with no noise around, I'll send some of my kids over your way. Although I'm finding plenty of time to sew, I'm finding the actual noise at home can be a bit much to be recording inside, so I've got to keep recording outside. At the moment I've got all 5 of the kids home. The older 3 daughters are all doing their uni classes online via Zoom meetings in their bedrooms, so we might have 3 of them doing that at once, and then we've got the 2 younger teenage kids home as well, so trying to keep them quiet while the other 3 are doing their studies can be quite challenging. But I must say the video gaming has come in quite handy, and I've never been more supportive of screen time at the moment, which having them also interested in playing musical instruments has provided so much more entertainment for them, which has been fantastic. But it's going to be a long haul. I think a lot of people are just starting to realize that because this could go on for months, I think the people that haven't got any other types of hobbies are really struggling, and at the moment they're trying to find something they might be interested in creative wise. So being a sewist in this time is fantastic. I know myself, I'm constantly having visions of things I'd like to sew and fabrics that I put with it, and it can be a really good distraction from feeling bored and feeling that whole Groundhog Day over and over again. So I think, yeah, we are really lucky being in the sewing community at the moment, and always having someone online there to chat to about a pattern. I know a lot of people go online on Instagram and they will chat to other friends on there and just say, well, how did you go making this? Did you have any alterations? Blah, blah, blah. So you always got friends on there. The sewing community is fantastic and always really welcoming with any type of questions and queries. So we're really, really lucky like that. I think the whole isolation thing is really good for creative inspiration. One of my daughters has decided to get some polymer clay out and she's making herself some earrings. The great thing about having a lot of craft stores online is that you can order things and get them posted out in the mail. And I think we are really lucky living in a world that we can, order things online and have them at our doorstep a few days later. So that we can keep those hobbies going. Now today, because we've still got the lovely mild weather, I thought I'd pull out one of my trusty old faithful patterns from Zuni. This is the Alice dress. This is really one of my favorite dresses ever. I've made this in tops and also in the dress, and this is just in a poly autumnal print, which I love the colors. I'll give you guys a little look up close. It's got pockets, it's got that lovely yoke, that lovely gathering on the yoke, and it's got really nice set in, almost like capped sleeves. The thing I like about this with the sleeves is the way they're set in is very different to a normal capped sleeve. So I just love the style of it. And I think this sort of thing's great for layering as well. So if you wanted to wear it for cooler months, it's great over like a turtleneck sweater and tights. So it's my trusty old faithful. I love to throw this on and I want to feel nice and cool and comfortable. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I go online and I do that imaginary shop and I pick out my dream fabrics and I put them in the imaginary shopping cart, and then I just go through at the end and think, okay, well that was enough dreaming for today, and look at the balance and think delete. But it's sad, but it's something I've always loved to do that. I don't know if you guys all do that as well. It can be a great way to distract yourself and also to just pine after those beautiful fabrics. Now, the other day I was doing that exact same thing, but I actually went through with the purchase, which is a bit naughty of me because I decided to splurge on some beautiful fabric from Zuni fabrics. And I couldn't resist. I always look at the Liberty fabrics and they are way out of my price range, but sometimes I just sneakily allow myself maybe a little piece that I know I just can't resist it. When you just cannot resist it, you know it's meant to be for you. And the next day I looked online and they'd actually sold out, so I knew I could tell this one was going to be a winner for them. So this is the Zuni Linford Fleece. Now it's in a beautiful ocean wave print. It's a lightweight terry jersey fabric, and I just thought, look at this gorgeous fabric. I really couldn't resist it. I'll show you up close. Just the amount of just the thread work in it and the actual pattern I just think is really unusual. I'll give you guys a look up close. So you can see that the waves, it's just absolutely gorgeous fabric. And the inside, of course, you've got that loop nice jersey terry. But I could not resist this, and I knew it was dangerous territory. Looking when something's upwards of, you know, $60 a metre, you've got to make sure it's exactly what you want. But I thought I could get away with having maybe 1.5 meters of this and making myself a top. So I don't normally wear a lot of blue, but I do absolutely love that teal and aqua and the pale sort of silvery blue together. I think it's gorgeous. So yeah, really couldn't resist that. And they do have a couple of other Linford fleeces still online. If you wanted to have a look now, I'm sure you'll find them. But yeah, this particular blue one had actually sold out within a day. So it was popular looking fabric. So you do have to be quick with some of those things. They're a bit more of a limited edition, especially with Liberty fabric, but it's not something you buy very often, so why not treat yourself? Because it's a really special looking fabric, I didn't want to just make a normal everyday sweat top. I wanted to make something that was comfortable with a little bit more of a unique style. I actually looked at the I Am patterns, the lion and zebra top patterns. Now, at the moment, they're in a bundle pack online. You can get a discount for PDF for those. So I'm actually thinking of making the I Am lion top with that little slight puff sleeve in the Linford fleece, in the Tessuti Liberty fabric. So I think that would definitely look gorgeous together. And I'll see how I go with the amount of fabric I've got. I think I should be able to make the whole top out of that. Sometimes you can even manage to do a cuff in a different contrasting fabric, but I think I will have enough just to do the whole top in that. But I think that would look gorgeous with a pair of jeans. And I'm really interested in trying some jeans this year, trying to sew some jeans. I'm wanting to look at making the Dawn jeans. I like the high-rise waist. Now you'll see a little bit of a theme with these fabrics, as everyone knows how much I love the teal greens and blues and that kind of thing. So you'll kind of get the gist when you see what I've got coming up. Now, last time I was out here as well, I know I promised to show you a beautiful boiled wool that I got from Fabric Deluxe here in Melbourne, and it had come in the post the day after I filmed, so I needed to show you just how gorgeous this colour was. Now, in particular, I wanted the boiled wool to make a Berlin jacket from Tessuti Fabrics as well. And the reason why the Berlin works so well is because you don't have to finish off any of the edges. With the boiled wool, you'll see that the edges, like the fabric's felted, and you'll see that the edges are already finished. So you don't need to worry about overlocking or doing any hems. It's just a flat kind of edged garment, so really easy to make, but I love the style of it as well. So I'll show you a little picture of that pattern, and that up close, the boiled wool, it's got a lovely texture, almost feels like kind of the boucle fabric when you feel the little bubbles on the end of it, but that with the felting, it actually gives it with the wool, it gives it the warmth, and it also gives it the nice structure as well. So boiled wool is beautiful. Now, I know they've sold out of this colour online as well at Fabric Deluxe, but I've just noticed they've got a whole new range of colours in, the most beautiful colours. There is a chartreuse lime green, which I'm in love with. There's a beautiful maroon plum as well. So they're all beautiful, rich colours, and a really easy make, the Berlin jacket. So I really think if you're wanting a jacket that's not too hard to tackle and it doesn't have too many steps and processes, and you know, it's not lined at all, so I think it'd be great for a beginner. No buttons and fastenings, so yeah, fantastic, easy to make pattern for that beginner sewist. So that's definitely a winner for the Berlin jacket. And Fabric Deluxe have the most gorgeous range of fabrics. They really do cater for just about everybody and every style. And I think too, they still are delivering at the moment. So a lot of the shop fronts have closed down, but their online selling is still happening. So it's very important for us to look after those independent fabric retailers. So another fabric I'd spoken about on my last fabric episode that I was waiting for as well was also delivered not long after that one was made. And this is the wool cashmere from Super Cheap Fabrics. They have got a few outlets around in the city, but of course they're all shut down at the moment, so they're all doing online sales, and I think they still have 20% off a lot of their fabrics, so it's a great way to take advantage of that. The wool cashmere it was a lot heavier than what I predicted, which is fine with me because it's not thick, but it's quite heavy and quite sturdy. But that beautiful khaki green, very deep khaki green, almost like a jungle green, so I'll show you up close. The cashmere gives it a beautiful texture and a lovely warm weight as well without having the bulk. Now that one I've got planned to make a Bishal jacket from Starlight Patterns, which is also another cocoon shaped jacket. It's unlined, and I may have shown you this last time, but it's a beginner to intermediate make. And it's, yeah, it looks like a really easy wearing style, and it can actually be made in knits and in wovens, which is a great pattern to have. If you can make it in knits or woven. I think a pattern that you can make in a knit or a woven is always a bonus, and Starlight do have quite a few of those, so I'm really interested to make that up in both a knit or a woven. So the wool, I think, will be beautiful with that. Spoken about Marilla Waka patterns quite a lot on this channel, and I'm a big supporter and I'm a lover of her patterns and the unique styling. And I know that Pattern Pals just did an episode with their review on her Bellum Night dress, and I'm really wanting to make a Bellum Night dress in a linen. This is a cotton linen slub from Spotlight as well, and the mustard, it's almost a coppery mustard, in between a mustard and a rust. I think that will come up beautiful with some little wooden buttons. I'm still yet to decide whether to do the button front kimono sleeve style or the puff sleeve with the V-neck, because as you'll see there's two styles there. But I'm also really interested to do her other style with the bib front with the placket and a little keyhole. So yeah, there's quite a few things to think about there as far as styling, but I do want to get the wearability out of what I'm making. So I'm thinking the button front one might be good to team up with boots. Yeah, I think the buttons down the front, I think Megan on Pattern Pals had a beautiful red color one on it. To me it just looks stunning in that plain deep rich color. So I'm thinking the mustard will come up beautiful. And I think that with the teal color wool jacket as well, the colors just complement each other so beautifully. I think that's going to be a really lovely look for winter for me. Carrying on with those color themes, I also picked up a lovely Japanese poplin from Spotlight in a gorgeous teal green with the leopard print, and the other colors in it I just think complement it beautifully as well. So I'll give you a look at that up close. Now, I didn't have any exact plans for this when I bought it, but I was thinking in the back of my mind the Marilla Waka Roberts collection. In the jumpsuit pack, there's actually an extension pack for that with a long sleeve, and it has a blouse in it. So I think the blouse looks gorgeous with the button front and the puff sleeve. So that, to me, I think will look lovely with a pair of jeans or even some rust cords for winter. And this is another fabric, you know, one of those ones that you can't resist when you see it. And I know from being in store about a month ago, I'd seen this and I thought that would make a beautiful blouse. Well, last week when I did my online order, I found it online. I thought I can't resist it now because the colors to me are just gorgeous. It has a vintage look to it as well. And this is in a cotton lawn with a dobby print through it as well. And it's just got the most beautiful blossom print, cherry blossom print. Just the drape of the fabric's beautiful. It's a bit softer than your normal cotton lawn, and I just think that would come up beautiful in a blouse as well. I was almost going to buy enough to make a dress, and I thought really I probably need more tops than dresses at the moment. So you can see the drape of that. It's really stunning fabric, and it's just, yeah, really my cup of tea, the colours in that. Now, I've been looking through Instagram and a lot of people have made some gorgeous blouses recently, and there's a lot of French pattern designers. I just think they've got just the edge on their blouse patterns and their styling. A lot of them have got gorgeous frills around the neck or the frill on the sleeve and the puff sleeve, vintage unique feel to them. So I've bought a couple of new patterns and I'm yet to try them. First one I bought is the P&M brand, which is the Yize, I think it's called Yize. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, YZE. And the blouse itself, I'll pop some pictures up so you can see it. It should be a dress or a blouse. You can make it in about 6 different variants. So I just love the fact that you can really mess around with a pattern and get so many different styles out of the one price. Basically, I'm thinking the blouse, I'll put some pictures up of what I want to do with that. Definitely it would come up gorgeous in that cotton lawn. Another pattern company I found online too, just recently on Etsy. I haven't actually seen their patterns for sale anywhere, but I have heard really good reports, and that's the Mocha brand. And they are quite a bit pricier. They are for a PDF. They're around 25 Australian dollars. But from what I've seen, they've got really, really good reviews. And I was looking for particularly a blouse with a very similar shaped yoke to this Zuni Alice dress, but with a sleeve. So I've picked up the Patsy Mocha blouse, and I think that would look gorgeous with a crinkle cheesecloth fabric or a double gauze crepe. Might even look really nice as well. So I'll put some pictures up of that one as well so you can see. So I just think that nice boho looking blouse over the jeans is really something you can dress up, and if you want to do a bit warmer for winter and put a nice coat over the top, that's a really wearable thing for me. Now, Stylark at the moment do have their freebies of the month. They've gone for that really comfortable looking freebie pattern, which is fantastic because it's exactly what I'm feeling like wearing at the moment, being home. Because I love wearing sweatpants and joggers at home, I wanted another different variety of style of a sweatpant. I've made the Mum and Bear joggers several times from P4P, and also I've made the Stella joggers from Tilling the Buttons, but I wanted a more of a straight wide leg than a tapered in leg. So I've looked at Stylark, made it in a wide leg cropped version or a long leg version. So I love looking at their freebies on the Stylark side. It's really worth buying a pattern each month to get your free pattern as well. So I think that's a fantastic looking style. I'm really eager to make that. And I've got a French terry and a in a black from Spotlight, lightweight black stretch fabric, nice for this time of year. Also got a nice rayon double knit in the navy as well. I've got quite a bit that can go back with that. Now, another free pattern they're offering for the month of April on Stylark is the Portsea Luxe sweat top. Now, this is a fantastic sort of thing for this time of year. It's a sweat top in a boxy shape with the shorter sleeve that you can wear layered over a longer sleeve top. And I love that really nice deep hem on the bottom with the side splits. So I think it's really important to try and sew up what we can feel comfortable in and what we're going to wear at the moment, because we're all longing to wear our beautiful me maids. The way I see it is eventually this will all come to an end. We've got to think positive. We've got to think about what we do want to get out of our sewing and out of our visions for the future. And I really think that the more sewing we get done now, we're really going to thank ourselves when we do have that nice wardrobe ready to go for the next season, and when we can finally get to enjoy wearing those clothes out again. At the moment, my main aim is to get some more comfortable wear happening. I've got 2 Mandy boat tees on the overlocker just at the moment, and I'm about to order some new overlocker knives because mine are getting as blunt as anything. And I know I've put it off. It's probably been about 4 years since I've even changed those blades, and I do really need to get both my machines serviced, but probably isn't the best time to do that at the moment. It's one of those things that you put off, and you really wish you had it done earlier. I think when you look at the amount of sewing you do over the years and also cleaning the machine, how important it is to clean and oil the machine. That's another job that you tend to put off and think, I'll do that one day. And now is the time I really wish I had have had that done. So I will order those online, and hopefully we can replace them without any problems, and we can get sewing again. Let me know if you've all sewn jeans and what your favorite jeans are, and what your patterns that you've used, and what you could say you would and wouldn't do. I've made the Lander pants last year, and I did them in a denim, in a stretch denim, and also in a cord, but I'm wanting to try something a bit different this time. And even though I really like the Lander pants, I'm thinking that a lot of people are saying that the Dawn jeans are very popular. The high waist is really popular as well. Also, there's the Ash jeans, and there's the Ginger jeans from Closet Case as well. There's the Morgan jeans. Then I think Cashmere have got some jeans out. So there's so many different jeans. The Anna Allen Persephone jeans and Philippa pants as well. If you guys have got any suggestions and that you know that have worked for you, because I want a comfortable pair. I'm not looking at the skinny leg tight jean version. I've got quite a few of those before, and I tend to only really wear them when I'm wearing boots and a long tunic top. So I'm wanting something I can wear more with a shorter blouse for winter. So if it's anything that you guys can suggest and that you know have worked well for you, please let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to know before I embark on my jeans sewing journey what's worked for you and what hasn't. I hope you've enjoyed that today. Please don't forget, if you are enjoying this channel, to give this episode a thumbs up, and also to subscribe, and you won't miss out on any new episodes if you hit that little notification bell. That would be fantastic. Thank you again for tuning in today, and we'll see you again very shortly for the newest episode. Bye for now.